it on record. There we go. There we go. Awesome. Awesome, awesome, awesome. April 3rd. All right. Got more people trickling in. One last little nudge and reminder. Okay, well, let's get the party started up. Welcome to the Power Up and the Market Update. It is Monday, April 3rd, 2023. I'm super excited to share with all of you today and be here with you guys. In addition to being an amazing month, as I said, this is my birthday month. So, you know, this is a celebratory month for me. And I mean, every day above ground is a celebratory day, right? You know, we have an opportunity to create. We have an opportunity to attract new business. And I just want to get started up with some affirmations. You guys obviously can repeat after me if you choose to. If you don't, it's totally cool. I'm just going to say them real quick. So every day and every way I'm getting better and better. Every day and every way I'm getting better and better. Every day and every way I'm getting stronger and stronger. Every day and every way I'm getting smarter and smarter. All I need is within me now. I have perfect health. I make other people's lives better with my presence, voice, and words. I attract amazing people to my life every day. I sign a new listing today. I open a new escrow today. I was born to win. I will never surrender. I will always keep growing. I was born to be great. Today will be the best day of my life, no matter what. All right, so those are the affirmations I've been saying for so many years. I just wanted to kick it off with that. And let's go ahead on our first slide, right? It's all about Let's Grow Movement, how we got started up. As you guys already know, we got started up about 4 years ago now, a little bit over 4 years, and started off with this 3 gals. So, you know, that's how we started off our movement. Now we're in 8 different countries, 25 different states throughout the US, 2,200 strong. Very, very excited to be sharing the space with you guys today. And the vision for Let's Grow Movement. Our vision is to become a global leader in the real estate industry by partnering with the most productive, innovative, and purpose-driven leaders. We're dedicated to driving growth and success to our agents and teams and providing exceptional service to our clients. All right, guys, so let me go ahead and I think I lost my screen. There we go. I'm back. Okay, I almost have it memorized, but I don't have it quite memorized. All right, cool. Our goals to serve 21,000 families this year, 10 billion in volume, and grow our organization globally to over 10,000 agents with purpose-driven individuals like yourselves. So thank you once again for being here. And I always encourage everybody to read your goals daily, twice a day if you can. That way you guys are connected to what you are doing. What is your why? Why are you getting up out of bed every day? Why are you going outside of your home, right? And not spending time with your family. Make it a purposeful, right? Why are you doing what you're doing? That's going to get you out of bed in the morning. We have 6 powerful trainings. Think a little bit more, maybe a couple more actually. This is a little off, but what I will say is that all of our trainings are designed for productivity, skill building, lead generation, content creation. And Ms. Terry is going to be dropping the link for all of our classes for the week in the chat. So you guys should have received an email already with all of the trainings, but if you didn't, Terry will be dropping it into the chat here shortly. There's going to be a couple of classes that I will highlight. We have our consistent classes that are skill building and all those kind of things. But the first one I really want to talk about is, this event, Be Unstoppable No Matter What, with Cindy Rogers. So many of you have already, I've told many of you, and many of you have already done the Landmark Forum. I did the Landmark Forum when I was 25 years old, so almost 11 years ago. And it massively made a difference in my life. So this event, Be Unstoppable No Matter What, is going to be extremely impactful for you, your life, your business, everyone around you. For me, it made a difference in the way that I relate to reality and the way that I relate to opportunities, the way I relate to what's happening in the marketplace. A lot of people think I'm very, very optimistic. And a lot of the reasons why I'm optimistic is because I am connected to reality constantly. I know that what I put my focus on expands. I know that what I put my energy towards is being nourished, right? So it doesn't make sense for us to make deposits into anything that doesn't serve our future. So Landmark, this course, it's basically 3 days, but this is going to be an introduction that you guys can plug into. It's going to happen tomorrow at 10 a.m. It's going to be done on Zoom. This is a free introduction. Cindy Rogers, she is one of the greatest people that I've ever met in the Landmark faculty. She runs Orange County, and she's probably transformed, I don't know how many thousands of lives she's transformed. So this is going to be extremely powerful. So I have somebody that's going to be extraordinary presenting this introduction. So make sure you guys tune into this training and also share it with anyone else that want to experience transformation and literally to deliver on this intention to be unstoppable no matter what, right? There's a lot of changes. There's a lot of things that are happening always. And the one thing that you could do is to really have power with everything you do, because when you don't have power, you're using force, and we're using force, which, sometimes force is necessary, but force is not going to be giving you the results as much as if you're operating from a place of power. So this event is going to get you connected to power. It's going to get you connected to reality, and it's going to have you be unstoppable no matter what. Another powerful event that we have going on this week with two people from Trusted Rate that are Kendall and Nas, the Angeles Estates. They're doing a mastermind and business planning seminar, and it's going to be happening in the city of Riverside, April 5th from 11 to 1. So make sure you guys are tuning into this powerful event. It's happening actually at our new beautiful EXP office in Riverside in the downtown area, right off of Spruce. So if you guys want to go and business plan with two of the best people in the industry, this is going to be a very, very powerful event. Make sure you guys tune into that. This is an online event. I'm going to have Jose Ramos. I'm going to be interviewing him for the Content Creator Mastermind. This kid is going to do 20 plus million in production this year. And he's using and gathering most of his business from social media. I thought my social media was popping. This guy has almost 500,000 people viewing his content on a monthly basis. Like, he has 30, 40, 50,000 views on all of his posts. And he generates a ton of business just from his social media platform. So make sure that you guys tune into this event. This is going to happen Wednesday at 2 p.m. and it's going to be online, so you could tune in from anywhere. Very, very excited about the Content Creator Mastermind. Last but not least, this is a live event. This is going to be happening in Huntington Beach. This is going to happen Friday in the evening time. We actually have our very own Limairi Molina. She's going to be installed as the president of NAREP Orange County. So I would love to see all of you guys there. I would love to, hang out, and there's going to be, music. It's going to be a lot of fun. We're going to learn a lot and learn about this organization that's really making a huge impact in our industry. This is going to be super cool. So make sure that you guys register for it. This is a paid event. Register for this. It's going to be called Noche de las Estrellas. It's going to be a lot of fun. I would love to hang out with you guys on Friday at 7 p.m. All right, cool. Awesome. So that's it for the events. What I'm going to be moving on to now is the weekly market update and share with you guys the numbers, right? What's happening, because one of the things that's going to keep you in the game right now, and always actually, but especially right now as a professional, you need to know your numbers, right? So this is what happened in the last 7 days. And what I'm doing is that I'm accounting for 5 counties. So if your county is not here, make sure that you use one of the most powerful tools that you have, which is the MLS, and gather your numbers. That way you can figure out what actually happened in your county. All you got to do is say, hey, you know what actually went active, pending, closed, average days in the market, and volume in the last 7 days. And this is how I'm gathering this data. But look at the numbers, extremely impressive numbers. We have active in LA County, 987 homes went active. Pending, 1,142 homes went into escrow, and closed, we had 1,135 homes, 1.5 million in the average price in LA, 39 days on the market, 1.7 billion in closed volume in 1 week, 7 days just in LA. That's crazy numbers. Orange County, we have 348 actives, 479 pending, 535 closed. Average days in the market is 41, and 694,000 in volume closed in Orange County. A lot of volume, right? San Bernardino, we got 259 million closed, 461 homes, 437 went pending, 374 actives. Volume closed in Riverside, 480 million. 718 closed, 669 pending, and 491 actives. And look at the actives. I want you guys to see the direct correlation. The actives are a lot higher than the pendings are a lot higher than the actives, right? That means that the prices are going to be increasing, right? You see that. That's a huge jump. 1,100 pending, 987 active. 479 pending, 348 active. 598 pending, 434 active. So it is outpacing. The pendings are outpacing. So what does that mean? The market's heating up. Prices are going to be increasing. Days on the market are going to be lowering down. So if you look at just these 5 counties, you guys can see that's 3 billion in production in the last 7 days. So what you guys should be asking yourself is, number one, share this information, right? Know this information. When you're having conversations with your buyers, your sellers, investors, know this information. Make a reel, post a video about this stuff, right? Keep your community updated, and also send this out via email. Every single one of you should have a newsletter that goes out weekly to your entire farm and let them know what's happening, right? Do a video about yourself. You can post it on social media. You can include that in your email list, and you can also include all these stats, but just so you could stay top of mind, right? So this is really important information. Take it, screenshot it, use it, copy it, whatever you guys want to do, but know these numbers when you're having conversations. And expireds, big week, right? I mean, it's the beginning of the month. I always see an uptick on expireds. We've had almost 1,000 homes expired. 849 homes expired off the market last week. So if you're wondering where your next listing is going to come from, hey, hit up these expireds for sale by owners. Use the irresistible offer. Let them know that you can sell their home within a week or 14 days guaranteed, or you will sell it for free. The catch is that you're going to be listing the property at your price, not the seller's price, right? Most people are not going to want to aggressively price their property, like extremely aggressive, right? Because if you're going to put a guarantee on the line, you better believe you better make that price extremely aggressive so you know it could sell within 7 days. So that's a really good way to engage with these customers, but get face-to-face, right? Say less on the phone and get face-to-face as quickly as possible. That is the game of real estate, by the way, guys. No matter how you're getting your business, whether it be expired for sale by owners, circle prospecting, open houses, door knocking, sphere of influence, past clients, right? Whatever you guys are doing, the point is that you guys got to get face-to-face as quickly as possible, right? I think a lot of people have opportunities that are coming to them, and what happens is they fumble it because they don't get face-to-face quick enough. They say too much in the first call and they fumble it and they lose the motivation and the interest. And now you fumbled it and the customer is now maybe demotivated or not going to want to do business with you. So make sure you guys are getting face-to-face or on a Zoom call, right? That way they're connecting with you and you're building relationship, you're adding value. So the EXP stock, we're at $12.48. Our market cap is 1.9 billion. So almost 13 bucks a share, which is awesome, really exciting stuff. And one thing I do want to note, I don't know if I shared this last week or not, but this was something I'm really proud of. We are the only company in the industry in the top 10 franchises, the only company, guys, right? Look at Anywhere Real Estate, right? They have about 18 different brands, including Century 21 and a bunch of different ones. They used to be called Realogy. Keller Williams, Remax, Home Services, Compass, Windermere, Douglas Elliman, Weikart, Realty One. What do you guys see in all of these top 10? Every single one of those companies has a negative. They went down in sales volume. Every single one of them, except one. Number 6, EXP World Holdings. We are the only company that actually went up on value, right? So yes, our volume right now, it was 159 billion. But so what does that mean? We're attracting some of the best agents in the industry and we're outpacing the market, right? They don't see us yet. We will be in that number 1 spot. And it's a direct court, like numbers don't lie. Numbers tell a story, right? We are up 20%. All of the other companies are an average, they're probably down like 12, 13% on average. So huge applause and congratulations to all of you for being part of EXP. And thank you for being part of this amazing movement. And I really feel like we're just getting started. I mean, I had the entire last week. I was actually out in Cabo, and I had the opportunity to mastermind with some of the best of the best of the best all over the world. And I really feel like we're just getting started. We're going to be opening up another 20 countries, so a lot of exciting stuff coming international. And we're attracting amazing teams. Like I actually had an opportunity to meet a lot of these teams that weren't even in the company just yet. So stay tuned and make sure that you guys are sharing this opportunity with other agents that may not have this opportunity, because guys, they have more opportunities here than anywhere else in the industry. So what we're going to do now is switch gears, and we're going to go into the mortgage update with Mr. Neil Anders. What's up, my brother? Welcome to the Power Up. Tell us what's going on in the mortgage industry.
I appreciate it, Leo. Thank you so much for having me on. So I'm going to do a couple of things. I want to talk about rates and then home valuations, where we think home values may be going based on our data. And then last but not least, just touch real briefly on a marketing strategy. So talking about rates, we did in March have our 9th rate hike. It was at 25 basis points. However, there is some positive news to that. A lot of because of the banking challenges, Silicon Valley, these other banks are struggling in this current market. That's definitely put pressure on the Fed to temper off their talks of continued rate hikes. Definitely is going to slow that process off, possibly even start to bring these rate hikes to an end. The Feds are really watching CPI and inflation data, and as that continues to be updated, look for rates to start to soften. But circle on your calendars, May 10th. That's a really big day when the housing inflation data will align, and that should almost immediately start bringing a relief to interest rates. In the meantime, expect a lot of fluctuation. What does fluctuation mean? It means you've got to have a very good loan officer or lender that's in touch with your clients to know during that escrow period, during that fluctuation time, when's the best time to get them locked in. Here at Trusted Rate, as one perk, and you may talk to your lender about this, we have what's called a one-time rate lock renegotiation. So your clients can lock in, rates go up during the escrow, they do nothing, rates come down, you can do a one-time rate lock renegotiation and adjust your rate down, hedge against your risk there. So that's a really great thing to know. As far as for where we think values are going and how everything's affected, got very low inventory right now. Active listings were just released for March. There's only 563,000 listings in the US. Active listings up about 60% from the all-time low we had in February 2022, when there was really nothing out there. But if you're to compare current levels to like pre-pandemic and more normalized levels, they are about half that. So this will be supportive of home prices, especially as rates start to balance out and come down. That'll put more pressure on this low inventory. One last thing I'll share is if you look at the Realtor.com data that just was released, they hit a bottom low in inventory beginning of the year. And as you head into the spring months, you see a restocking of inventory. On a month-over-month basis, historical norms are at about 17% increase in inventory, but we only saw about 12% this year, which means less inventory. Again, another reason to believe that home prices will be well supported going forward, especially as we see those rates come down as we expect. Last thing I want to share is a marketing strategy. Obviously, there's so much talk about this DREAM program, Cal Haffa. We did a train on it last week. If anyone wants to go back and rewatch that, or if you want more information on it, please just reach out to me. What I want to share now is simply, I think, a great marketing strategy. Everybody here, loan officer, agent, should be blasting about this. Like Gary Vee said, be the digital mayor of your market, know what's going on. I look at the DREAM program. Some people like it, some don't. Who cares, right? It gets people to raise their hand. And that's what we're looking for. You know, think of that BMW dealership on the side of the road. Come lease a BMW for $299 a month or whatever this crazy offer is. You know, when you get there and you realize it's manual windows and, you know, the seats are old and I don't really want to drive this particular model, but it got me on the car lot. It got the idea of owning a new car now planted in my head. And then I look at some other options right next to it. Man, I really want leather seats. Man, I sure would love power steering. I want this. I want the turbo engine. Maybe you walk out of there at $499, $520, but whatever it is, it got you on the car lot. I think that's great about the DREAM program. Not everyone likes the idea of maybe paying back part of their equity. Whether you like it or whether you don't, use it as a reason to get them on the car lot, get them in conversations with you, let them start to digest the concept of home ownership and get excited, and then work with your loan team to say, by the way, here is the DREAM program. It doesn't have to be take it or leave it. It's here's this option. While I was in your file, I worked up 2 additional options. This one, you don't pay anything back. This one, have the option side by side. And now it's not a do I buy or don't I? It's which option do I use to buy? So that's my market strategy for the week. Appreciate you letting me come on, Leo.
Absolutely, my brother. Thank you so much for always bringing that fire and that energy. And what you said is absolutely spot on. And what you guys want to do is reach out to Neil if you guys do have any questions. What really works is that you guys have to know this program, right? Like you said, right? Even if somebody doesn't want to do the program or qualify it, you guys have to know all of these different things, because if you don't share, your client is not going to trust you. They're going to be like, wait, I heard about such and such program. So don't like not be educated about the program and not be confident about it that you can't share about it, because that's the quickest way for you to lose trust. And that's the quickest way for you not to gain business like that. So what we're going to be moving on to next is actually a quick credit update with Mr. Mike Ayala. So I'm going to actually put up his flyer. He's our personal credit repair specialist, and I know he has a couple of examples that he wanted to share. So Mr. Mike, what's going on, brother? Go ahead and unmute yourself. What do you got for us today?
How's it going, Leo? Hello, everybody. So just to kind of follow up on kind of what Neil was saying, I hope rates begin to drop here in the near future. But right now, as they're high and the Feds are still hiking them, great time to get your credit fixed to obviously get the best possible rate through Trusted Rate for any type of mortgage loan that you're trying to go after for your clients. I had two great examples last week over one of his branch managers over in the Texas division, Kyle. Two clients, one was on the border, they got approved, but they had some negative items there. I ended up in 30 days, was able to increase them, and they were able to get an extra couple interest points saved on that. And then another client was just in the mid 500s, just wasn't even approved for a loan. 60 days later, just over the weekend, ended up bringing them up just at the border of 700 credit score. Client was super happy. She already had a home that she was locked into the week before, so we were just waiting for that next credit update. And now she's locked in, and they're going to be opening escrow. I believe today they were gonna start opening escrow. So now more than ever, for clients that want to get the best possible rate, by all means, I would love to help everybody out, and I hope to meet everyone this Friday. I will be there to cheer on Lamati, and of course anybody that's there would love to talk and network with you.
You got it, my brother. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you for that update. Thank you for helping out our clients. And yeah, absolutely love what you're doing, man. And I think it's really important to note, everybody, contact Mike. Anything, when you guys are talking to a customer, if they have the income, if they have all of those things in place and their credit is not there, don't just turn them away. Have them talk to Mike. He can take really good care. I know that finding a great credit repair person is challenging, but I'm telling you, we have one of the best ones. He's my personal credit guy as well. So I personally vouch for this guy. He's done miraculous things with my own personal credit. So thank you for what you do, brother. Yeah. And what we're going to be moving on to now is an escrow update with Miss Nina. What's going on, Miss Nina? What do you got for us with Centerstone Escrow? Love that you're here. There we go. You got to unmute yourself. Let's go.
Good morning, everybody. So today I just wanted to share a story about an ongoing file I have right now. So I got a phone call from the listing agent, believe it or not, at 1 o'clock in the morning on Saturday. He asked me, I know, Nina, what is item number 17 on the prelim? Seller is upset. It's a $17,000 lien, supposedly he was not aware of, and he was refusing to sign the paperwork. And we're already at the 11th hour. The file is already funded, and we were supposed to record it last Friday. So without going too much into detail with the transaction, a couple things that could have avoided this situation. It's communication. Make sure that if there's any changes in the transaction or something arises, make sure you can communicate that with your seller so there's no surprises at the end. Second, be organized, because the information was sent to the agent, but he must have missed it. Third is go over your prelims. I would suggest, I know there's some agents that pull that prelim before they go on their listing presentation, or they will pull the prelim when they get the listing presentation. Either way, I highly suggest that you review that prelim. And if you have any questions on it, reach out to your escrow team or give me a call, just maybe not at 1 o'clock in the morning, but I'm definitely here to, help you navigate through anything if you have any questions. And Leo, by the way, I didn't know that you do Landmark. I'm starting mine next week.
What? That's awesome.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Yes, and tune into the introduction tomorrow. That's amazing. Yeah, I've been participating in Landmark over 11 years now.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm excited.
I'm excited for you as well. Thank you so much for the update. Thank you for everything you do for all of our agent partners and being available for those conversations. And for sure, that's a great tip, guys. You guys gotta make sure that as soon as you guys take a listing, even before you take the listing, order the prelim. Get all that stuff done. Make sure you review it, because you guys are gonna waste a lot of time, waiting around, and make sure you clear those things up before you get customers in through that door. So thank you so much for the update. Really appreciate you. And we're going to be moving on to the next conversation, which I know we kind of touched on a little bit, but I kind of want to show you guys a graph. I actually did a video about this, right? We're going back in time, guys. We're going back in time with home sales, right? There's going to be an average of 4.5 million transactions that are going to sell here in 2023. The last time that we had this many transactions sold, or this little transaction sold, was back in 2012. So we're literally going back in time in transactions, right? So that means that transactions across the US are down, right? On average year, we have about 6 million transactions that are sold. So that's a pretty big hit, right? 4.5 million transactions are gonna be sold in 2023. And look at the number of realtors as well, right? Back in 2012, we had shy of almost 1 million realtors that were licensed back in 2012. And comparison to 2023, we have 1.6 million real estate professionals. So what does that mean? Competition is high, right? Inventory is lower. So you guys need to, non-negotiable, do everything right now. Non-negotiable, guys. I mean, I think there's gonna be more people leaving the business. I think that part of the conference that I was at, they were saying, guys, there's gonna be about 500,000 realtors leaving the industry. So what does that mean? It's time to go all in, guys. It's time to go all in. That's why I put this line right here, roaring, because it's time to go all in. You guys cannot be on the sidelines. You guys cannot hesitate right now. You guys cannot negotiate with yourself. You guys cannot say, you know what, maybe I'll do an open house. No, you guys have to do at least 2 open houses a week, like minimum, right? If I'm a lion, and I want to, eat a wildebeest, I'm going to go to the water hole, right? And the water hole for us are these open houses, right? The people are going to be showing up. So make sure that you guys are doing everything right now. You guys have to do the open houses, door knock around the open houses, mail around the open house, call around the open house, do social media around the open house, do everything around it. That's one of the ways that I became really successful really quickly, because I obsessed about open houses. I really believe in them at a high level. It's the easiest way to generate a customer with the lowest amount of cost, right? Because you're literally sitting in a property and you're having conversations, right? Every single day, your number one thing that you got to do in real estate is have conversations. So, open houses are going to be an excellent way for you to do that. Also, call every person that you know that you sold a property to, or call every human being that you have in your phone book. Let them know about these exciting programs, right? The 20% program that everybody's talking about. You could also record a video on social media, which a lot of my agents have already done. Record a video on social media, talk about the program, talk about the highlights. Don't get into too many details. Talk about, hey, would you like to know how you can get 20% towards your home purchase, right? Make it a general understanding of it. Don't give away all the details, because again, the only intention is for you to create a conversation. So you want to have people say, what does it take to qualify? What's the credit requirement? What's the cap? You want to create a conversation. What I see a lot of people doing when they're advertising, especially, you guys are giving it all away. Don't give it all away, guys. You guys have to create a conversation. So you want to put something that's attractive, something that is engaging, and let people know to send you a DM. Do not respond in the comments either. Do not respond, say, oh yeah, you have to have this kind of requirement, because again, you're giving it away. It's not going to help you to create a conversation. That's the moral of the story. You guys have to create conversations. So my advice, guys, again, go all in on all strategies. You guys need a minimum of 5 different strategies for you to generate business. That could be, again, open houses. It could be door knocking. It could be you calling your past clients a sphere of influence. It could be you using social media. But whatever you choose to do, you have multiple ways of generating business. This is not a time for you to say, oh my God, nothing is going to work out. No. If you're a professional and you're fully committed to this business, this should be the most exciting time for you. Why is this the most exciting time for you? Because there's going to be less professionals that are out there actually treating this like a real business that are looking for business. And trust me, if you're educated, if you know your numbers, if you're practicing your skills, if you know your stuff, people are going to be wanting to do business with you, right? Even if they walk into other open houses, you have to prepare for the opportunities before the opportunities, show up in your life. You got to be prepared. You got to be ready for that. Because I don't think that there's a lack of business. There's just a lack of awareness in what you need to say at times, right? And I want to challenge you guys to think about that. You may not know all of the different programs and products and skills, right? Or how to answer a question, right? I get direct messages all the time on social media about, and obviously I'm in the lead generation business just like you guys are. I am just in a slightly different domain. I'm attracting you guys as agents, right? But I am doing exactly what you guys are doing. It's no different. What am I doing? I'm creating content. I'm putting myself out there. I'm conversating to create conversations. So what I see most people fail at when they do have somebody that engages, whether it's on social media, whether somebody calls them, something happens like that. Again, you fumble the transaction because you're not setting up the appointment. You want to make sure that you're setting up an appointment. I got somebody contacted me that was in a different state that was looking at our company, and they said, hey, you know what, I'm looking for information on EXP. I'm thinking of joining, right? Maybe a lot of people were to just responded and said, oh my God, okay, well, this is the most exciting opportunity. Like, you're getting stock and you're getting all this stuff. I've done that in the beginning, right? I'm speaking from experience. You want to not do that and say, you know what? Thank you, Neil, for reaching out. I really appreciate you sending me this message. When do you have a couple of minutes to chat? What's your best number, right? You want to get the contact information right away. Get in dialogue with them. And then from there, I will start to ask questions and get curious about them. And I'll start to share my story. And then I'll set up a Zoom or an in-person meeting if it's possible to get face-to-face, right? So you want to have that kind of process. If you don't have that kind of process, you're fumbling transactions, guys. And you guys can't afford to fumble transactions right now. There's less transactions. There's less people looking for opportunities. So that means that you need to be extremely intentional with anybody that you get coming in through the social media platforms on a call. You need to be absolutely ready. That means you guys need to show up already ready too, right? I dress up every single day, no matter what. If I have an appointment or not, I am dressed up every single day because I am ready for opportunities. And I want to ask you, are you guys ready for opportunities? Somebody would call you right now and say, you know what? I am ready to list my house and I want you to come to my home here by 11:30. Can you say yes? Maybe some of you can, and some of you can't. If you can, that means you're ready for these opportunities. But if you don't prepare for opportunities, opportunities won't be showing up at your door. Preparation is everything. So again, I want to encourage you guys to go all in. Make sure you guys plug into all the trainings. We do a lot of stuff, guys. Come on, 2,200 plus people in my company. And there's about, 40 people here actively listening to what we're talking about here, right? Live. So not everybody's showing up, right? So 90% of everything is actually showing up, learning, gathering this information, and going out there and implementing, right? Because I don't want you guys just to come here to this training either and just like, all right, cool, that was a really good information. I'm a little inspired. I saw a lion roaring. I'm going to go out. No, you guys got to get out there and have conversations, right? The model that I recommend for everybody to do in the business is the 2-10-40, right? Make sure you're not finishing your day without at least setting up 2 appointments, no matter how you're getting it. 2 appointments a day, 10 appointments a week, 40 appointments a month, right? Make sure you guys are doing that. That has to be like your minimum baseline, right? So I'm going to move on to the book of the week, and I'm going to talk about the law of attraction because this book, I read it, 20 years ago. I read it 20 years ago. This was the first book I ever read. And the principles in this book were extremely, extremely powerful. And I just wanted to share, some of the principles that the key takeaways that I took away from the book. The law of attraction is always working, whether you are aware of it or not, right? That's one of the principles. It's always working, right? Because whatever you're focusing on, you're attracting it. Whatever's showing up in your life, you're attracting it, right? Your attention is creating. So to use the law of attraction effectively, we need to focus on what we want, not on what we don't want, right? So if you're saying, oh, I don't want this, I don't want that, I don't want this, I don't want that, guess what? You're using your attention and you're depositing in what you don't want. And when you deposit in what you don't want, guess what? You're planting and watering that seed, so you're getting more of what you don't want. So don't make deposits on what you don't want. Our emotions are a guidance system for the law of attraction, right? How do you feel, right? How do you actually feel on a daily basis? How do you feel? Because if you're not feeling connected and you're not feeling good, it's going to be really difficult for you to jump on a phone. So find out what that is for you. What is going to make you feel good, get you in a good state of mind, and do that in the morning before you have conversations with people. Because, for me, I walk my dog, I work out, I drink my warm cup of coffee, I go out, get some sunlight. I'm doing things every morning that are going to make me feel good. And that's what helps me to show up to this meeting, to every conversation with great energy. But if I'm not feeling good, guess what? I probably won't even want to do the meeting, or I probably won't even want to pick up my phone call, right? So make sure you're focusing on that, how you're feeling. Visualization is a powerful tool for manifesting your desires, right? So visualize it. What is it that you want to create? Gratitude. It's an important part of law of attraction. 100%. It's really difficult, honestly, to be in a negative state when you're grateful, right? You can be grateful about a lot of stuff. And if you are sitting here right now, you're like, I don't know, I don't think I could be grateful for a lot right now. Well, be grateful that you're alive, because a lot of people didn't wake up this morning. Be grateful that your heart is beating in your chest, because you ain't doing nothing about it and it's beating, right? Be grateful that you could see this presentation. Be grateful that you could hear. Be grateful that you may have food in your stomach right now. Be grateful for that. Be grateful for your health. Be grateful that you're alive. Be grateful that you have the sunlight, right? Be grateful that when you are breathing right now, you're not thinking about it, you're breathing. There is oxygen waiting for you when you decide to breathe in, right? So be grateful for all of these things, because there's a lot for you to be grateful for. Remember that, right? Start off like that. That's what I do with my gratitude. And then I start saying, I'm grateful for the warm bed. I'm grateful for the roof over my head. I'm grateful for my car, right? I'm grateful for my friends. I'm grateful for my business partners. I'm grateful for my business going every single day. I'm grateful for all the amazing humans that are in my life, AKA you guys that are here right now, right? I'm so grateful for you guys. So we should focus on the present moment and enjoy the journey, right? That's another one of the principles of the law of attraction, the present moment, right? Because whenever you're focusing on the past, or whenever you're focusing on the future, you're not in the moment. And whenever you're feeling a little frustrated or not feeling grateful, you may not be in the moment. Because if you're actually in the moment and you really acknowledge what is in the moment, which is a lot, then you have no reason, you have no way to not be in a good mood. So I think a lot of the times what happens, because I know this to be true for my life, when things are difficult on my life, is because I'm resisting reality, right? So that's one of the principles as well. Resistance is one of the biggest obstacles to using the law of attraction. So don't resist what's happening in your life, right? Don't resist, because when you resist, guess what? You're focusing on more of what you don't want. And if you just allow what is happening and you pivot your focus, this is what I want to create, this is where I want to make my deposits, then you're going to have a much greater outcome. And we should surround ourselves with positive people and things that support our desires. That's huge, huge, guys, right? Figure out who's in your circle, who is in your life, right? Because again, just like I said, everything is non-negotiable right now. You guys got to go all in on everything. You got to go all in on your relationships. You got to go all in on your environment. You got to be extra mindful and intentional. If you are working this hard to get yourself in a good state of mind, you cannot be around people that are not going to be contributing to that are not on the same wavelength, right? Just say, thank you for sharing. I actually have an appointment. I got to go. right? Don't make them wrong either, right? So people want to be negative, it's cool. I just tell them, you know what? Thank you for sharing, but I got an appointment. I got to go, right? Be generous about it. Self-love is the key component of the law of attraction, right? That's another big key. You got to love yourself, and loving yourself is going to give you confidence, and that confidence is going to give you the ability to pick up the phone and actually call people. But right now, guys, I'm telling you, it's an exciting time. Do not fear this time. This is the opportunity season, right? It's your decision. Where are you going to make the deposits? I am saying that this is the greatest opportunity that we've seen in the last, 5, 6, 7 years. This is the opportunity for us professionals to rise up and take market share. This is the opportunity. So what are you going to create, right? Get really clear. How many listings are you going to sign? How many open escrows? How many closings? How many agents are you going to attract to the company? Get specific on what you're going to create. Write it down, right? Even if you don't read it again, write it down, because there's something that happens molecularly in your body when you write stuff down. You anchor it in. It becomes more real. And then who I am is the possibility of being resourceful and energetic. Those are the words that I just chose in this moment, right? So figure out what that is for you. Choose words that are aligned with your greatest mission, your purpose, right? Get connected to what you're here for, what it is that you're doing, who you need to talk to, right? And when you set these intentions, guys, make sure you're paying attention. Make sure you think about what you think about, right? Because if you get a person's name, or if you run into somebody, or you get this idea, write their names down, right? Because that is something that maybe you should pay attention to, right? I do that all the time. I'm like, you know what? Somebody came to mind, and I'm like, oh, I should call this person. And when I call them, I end up creating some business, right? So listen to that intuitive impulse that you get. And again, I'm gonna end it with this focus line, right? Thank you for being here, and let's create a magnificent week. But stay focused, stay empowered. Thank you so much for your attention. Make sure you're tuning into the rest of the trainings for this week. We have a lot of exciting stuff, but that is it. That is the formal part of our meeting today. Thank you guys for your listening and attention. Bless you guys all, and I'll see you guys, tomorrow? I think I have another, tomorrow. I'll see you guys for the landmark introduction. Thank you, guys.
Thank you, Leo.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Thank you.